Okay, I found this video a couple days. I think you guys are gonna like it. I know I like it.
My bussy is shaking. Oh, the bussy. Bussy shaking is, we know where that leads. And I'm afraid it may be shaking in vain.
Hello guys, it's me, Renzolian, and I'm your host on today's video. And today I want to talk to you about a thing. More specifically, that thing is the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I have a lot to talk about it. The gameplay trailer came out recently for it, and I figured it would be worth an interesting discussion video if I have anything interesting to say. Maybe it's not interesting, maybe it's just me spilling my thoughts out to just get out what I think about this game out. So TT Games has been developing this damn thing for what feels like 4 years or so. I'm pretty sure it was announced in E3 2019. But it might have even been 2018. I remember thinking, this is a remake of this complete saga. No, it's not. It's its own complete thing. It's a completely new, from the ground up thing. And they really are, from what I've seen, they are really trying to put the most amount of effort into this game as possible. LEGO games throughout the last couple of years have had a pretty nasty habit of just kind of existing. You guys remember there's a LEGO Incredibles game? But because of the fact they were pretty much annual for a time, they were becoming a lot less special than they were in the past. Before I die, it'll be printed on my epitaph. The 3 best LEGO games of all time are LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, LEGO Batman, and LEGO Indiana Jones. Those 3 are the peaks of my childhood, and I don't care what anyone says, those are my favorite LEGO games. Mostly because they were very simple. They weren't very challenging to get into, and I love the simplistic, goofy graphics. I love the stupid mumble voice acting, which I've always loved. I think I prefer it a million times over the voice acting any day. I don't care for the voice acting whatsoever. And that was really fun. I remember having a lot of fun back in the day. And LEGO Star Wars Complete Saga especially was 2 games merged into one, but they had a bunch of extra content, and I still own it for the Xbox 360. And man, I poured so much time into that game. I think if I'm looking back on my childhood, that is the game I played the most, and I would constantly replay it. And now I will confirm I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. I mean, that's not me being hipstery and being like, I'm too cool for Star. I just legitimately never was a huge fan of it. I got a lot of Star Wars toys. I was always aware of Star Wars, but I never got as big into it as other kids. You know, I wasn't obsessed with Star Wars. So this game isn't directly like my thing. When I saw it announced, I wasn't like, oh my god, a new LEGO Star Wars. I was kind of just like, okay, that's really cool. I'm really glad that they're doing something like this, because they didn't make a Last Jedi game or a Rise of Skywalker game. They only made a Force Awakens game. And I did own that game. I don't think I ever beat it, but I definitely got close to the end. And that game is weird, and we're going to talk about that game later. I will start off by saying that this game looks goddamn amazing. Something about this game, graphically wise, holy shite. They put so much effort in this thing. I almost can't believe how much is being cranked into this game, because easily the best looking LEGO game. I mean, that's what happens when you take however long they've been working for this game. However, it does come at a cost. I'm not really a huge fan of the modern LEGO Star Wars aesthetic. It's a little dirty and grimy, and that's very much what Star Wars is. A lot of muted colors, though. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the aesthetic of modern LEGO Star Wars. I really like, what I really like about the old Complete Saga game is that everything is a little bit more colorful. And it's cheesier and stupid, yes, but I like it. My biggest thing is that it looks amazing, but the problem is the environments are not LEGO at all, which I get. They haven't been doing that for a long time. That has never been like what they do, and I understand, but I think it's a missed opportunity, and I get it, right? It's so much harder to render it out like a LEGO movie or something like that, but can you imagine if this game was just the environments were all LEGO? I'm just saying, I think that'd be pretty cool. And it still looks amazing. I'm not holding it against them. These are just personal preferences. These are stupid. These aren't even real criticisms. These are just things that personally would make me happier. So don't look into this like, oh, Renzo's being an idiot. These are not real criticisms. I know they're not real criticisms. I'm just saying things that personally would make me happier. But other than that, the game looks incredible. And there's freaking combat in this game, like actually new LEGO combat. See, combat in the old LEGO games is not like strategic at all. hit a man twice and he dies pretty much. If you're a Jedi, you just go whoom, whoom, and then jump and then do the slam. That's all it is. You know, that was the strat, and it worked every time. But now they actually have health, and they still die pretty quickly, so it's not like, oh man, these are tough enemies. But they are including more actual element. I assume this is going to make bosses a lot more strategic and interesting. And there's cover systems. Now, this is actually not a new thing. This was in Force Awakens, I believe. And it was a very strange mechanic. I remember not liking it very much when I played the game, but this is a different type of LEGO game. This is not, don't go into this thinking it's going to be exactly like Complete Saga or any of those older games, because it won't, and I need to personally think that, because this is a new experience, and it is a new game. It's a new type of LEGO game, which I'm completely fine with. Even from the last few years with the more modern LEGO games, this is going to be pretty different. It's still going to have a lot of ideas that like classic LEGO games have, but it is going to be different. So I think that's something to put into perspective. The combat looks very fun. And the cover system is a little weird, but I get why it's there. And I'm not complaining. I think it looks interesting. There are over 300 characters in this game. That is fitting, I guess. I mean, there's about more than 300 Star Wars characters, so yeah, but the fact that they're all playable is really sick. I am super happy about that. I know you're going to be able to play as characters like Jabba, which is hilarious. I wonder if you're going to get to play as the Force Ghosts and stuff. That would be kind of cool. If they put Indiana Jones in this game, I would be ridiculously happy as a nod to the original. I think there may be a little too many characters you can play as. Like, you're definitely going to be able to play as characters like Lobot. And I'm sorry, does anyone care about Lobot? Is Lobot like your favorite? If Lobot is your favorite Star Wars character, I'm a little confused. You get to play as Babu Frick. Now, Babu Frick is actually my favorite Star Wars character, so I am very excited about that. I'm not even being sarcastic when I say that Babu Frick is my favorite Star Wars character. I don't care if he comes from the sequels. I don't care. It's freaking Babu Frick. But in this game, you can literally start from wherever, and I really like that decision because if you don't want to play the sequels, you don't have to play the sequels. If you don't want to play the prequels, you don't have to play the prequels. You can just jump straight into the original trilogy. I will probably end up doing that. I think I'll probably end up starting with original trilogy first, because I think it's my favorite era of Star Wars. It's my favorite aesthetic-wise. I don't really like the prequels, don't really like the sequels. So I'll probably do, I probably will do OG, and then sequel, and then prequels. Man, I think it's super cool that that they're just like, you know what, we're not going to put any boundaries behind it. You can just do. This game is emphasizing a lot of your own free will, or being able to do whatever the heck you want in it, which is good. Which is what LEGO games should be. It should be a creative sandbox for you to want to do anything, really. It's a LEGO game, which is what LEGO's all about, being creative, doing your own thing, which I'm totally super happy that they're taking that approach in this game. Yeah, I'm all here for it. I hope they have skippable cutscenes. This is a thing that LEGO games haven't been doing within the last couple years, and I'm like, it is so easy to make a skippable cutscene. So please, God forbid, please put in skippable cutscenes. I am sick of LEGO games not having skippable cutscenes. I hate it so much. Please. I mentioned that there was DLC too, and I haven't really looked into it, so I don't really know what there is. But as far as I'm aware, it seems like it's just more character packs, which again, more characters, right? It seems like they're doing Mandalorian characters and some other things like that. One of them looked to be classic Star Wars with yellow skin. Yeah, that's awesome. But I don't really know too much else about it. If someone wants to inform me what the DLC is, or I'll look into it after the fact. There's also a shit ton of extras, which is something that I really liked about the original LEGO Star Wars, is that they had all these options. So for instance, you have a mustache mode, and I really like the shadow mode, where you just become a black silhouette, and I really like those features. One of my favorite things was those things in the original. So the fact that one of them seems to be Mumble Mode. Thank you so much for giving us Mumble Mode. Now, I don't know if this comes pre-unlocked. I sure hope it does. I really hope you don't have to beat the game to unlock Mumble Mode. I really want Mumble Mode to be there from the beginning, because I will take Mumble Mode any out of the entire game. Like, I do not care about the voice acting. I'm sorry. I'm not playing this game for the voice acting. I am playing this game for Mumble Mode. I'm going to stream the game most likely with Mumble Mode on. Yeah, that's going on, and that is staying on every single time I play this goddamn game. I think I'm just hoping that this game's actually good. I hope it's not overhyped. I hope it's not cheap, because they put a lot of time into this, and they clearly have a higher budget, and they're trying to do new things and taking risks, and I hope... Now, I don't think this is going to be one of the greatest games of all time or anything. I think it'll just end up being a pretty good kids game. But I'm hoping it's more than that. I'm hoping it's a little bit more, because I really would like to say, oh yeah, LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga was one of the best games of 2022. It's also coming out fairly soon. I think it's April or March, one of the two. It's coming out fairly soon, so I will 100% get my hands on it. I'm very much looking forward to it. That was me talking about stuff. If you guys are interested in it, thank you for watching. If you're not, oh well. Are you guys going to play LEGO Star Wars? Because I know I am. That's kind of what the whole video has been about. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Oh, this? What's that all about? That was my hoarder's pile. Yeah, this is where all the Renzolian bucks go into.